I'd like to ask you a simple question. How would you like to save between 25 cents and $1 on every gallon of gasoline or diesel fuel that you purchase? This product's been used now for the past 15 years by individuals, by farmers, fishermen, truck drivers, major companies, and municipalities around the world. It's manufactured right here in the United States. Many people feel they've been taken advantage of at the gas pump. How about you? But now it's as a product that we can all use and fight back against the high price of gasoline or diesel fuel. How would you like to be a part of that? Our product is quite simply a little green pill. It's a 100% natural product, and it contains no harmful ingredients like mothballs or naphthalene. So that means it's safe to handle and doesn't smell bad. As a matter of fact, it's safe for your car, for your truck, for your motorcycle, your motorhome, anything with a combustible engine. When this little green pill dissolves, that's when the magic begins. Well, actually it's not magic, because there's a lot of science and a lot of know-how behind the engineering of this product. It's safe for your vehicle, it'll increase the horsepower, it'll increase your fuel mileage, and it will help the environment by reducing tailpipe emissions by up to 50%. My wife and I drive a 2012 Chevy Avalanche pickup. We're getting a 4 mile per gallon increase in our mileage, which is a savings of 23%. Guys, it doesn't matter if you drive a pickup truck or a luxury car, our product flat out works. That's what makes the first P, or the first ingredient, so great. We have a product that works and it has mass appeal. And oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, yes, our product is EPA registered. The second P is the people behind the business, Mr. Jim Lynch. He's the engineer behind the scenes with over 35 years of experience. Our little green pill has been produced since 1999, and Jim currently has the ability to produce over 1 million per day.
Green Fuel Tabs is a fuel additive that really works. It will save you money at the pump, and it reduces carbon emissions in a significant way. Green Fuel Tabs works at the molecular level in the carbon chain, and petroleum fuels as well as plant fuels are all carbon-based. We know Green Fuel Tabs works because we have people who have used it in all kinds of vehicles, cars, trucks, ships, and they've gone millions and millions of miles. So we have a lot of measurable results. What makes Green Fuel Tabs really revolutionary as a product is simply that it works. It makes such a large difference in terms of savings on your fuel cost, as well as cleaning up the air and actually making your car run better and last longer. Green Fuel Tabs can be used in cars, trucks, trains, generators, power plants, shipping, as long as it's using gasoline or diesel fuel. It's a high performance product, and we make it in both a tablet form for individual use as well as a liquid concentrate for commercial and industrial use. For the individual consumer, a Green Fuel Tab is used in a way where it's just simply drop it in the fuel tank before you fuel up, put the nozzle and hose in, fill up your car, and by the time you're done filling, the tab is completely liquefied and dissolved into the rest of your gasoline and fuel. You would use a Green Fuel Tab every single time you fill up because you have new fuel and you want to keep that fuel treated for optimal performance and for the most savings that you can experience. For trucking or commercial applications, we make the truck fuel tab and we make the commercial version of our liquid concentrate. In real-world experience, when we've talked to drivers who have done runs from Los Angeles to Dallas and back round trip, they've told us that they're saving about $180 a week on average. The reason the performance in your fuel mileage and your vehicle gets better using Green Fuel Tabs over time and distance is really because we have two things happening at the same time. One is we're optimizing the way your fuel is burning, so every single tank of gas or diesel is improving, but we're also cleaning up the combustion system. And that is a process that takes time. Whether you're an owner-operator or you're running a large fleet, we know that the cost of changing out the diesel particulate filters is an expensive cost. By using Green Fuel Tabs, you're extending the life and the duration of your filters, and it can have a significant impact on reducing your maintenance costs. One of our customers is one of the largest long-range sport fishers in the world. And their use of green fuel tabs is saving them enough on their fuel that it's equivalent to having another 2 or 3 paying passengers on the ship. Safety for green fuel tabs is number one, it's paramount. There's nothing harmful in it. By using it in the fuel, it helps your fuel to end up burning and being much cleaner. It's actually beneficial to the car's engine too, because the engine runs smoother. Green fuel tabs is registered with the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency in the United States. And the EPA is regarded as the leading authority worldwide on environmental aspects for products. GFT won't affect a warranty at all for a manufactured car. Green Fuel Tabs is an American company. I started the research on this product around 1998 and got deep into research about where oil was going to go and the supply and demand on it. I think through Green Fuel Tabs, if we can extend the use of gas and diesel by up to 20%, that could have one of the biggest impacts on energy in the entire world. Our goal was to create a disruptive product, something that was so different and heads and heels above the other fuel additives out there that really worked for people. Our main goal is really to be a benefit to the end users of the products, people driving cars and trucks. It was really my desire to create something that was really going to help people and take some of that pressure, some of that burden of escalating fuel costs up. Green Fuel Tabs really is that product that is heads and heels above other products. And we know because we've done a lot of testing. When we look at the big picture of what Green Fuel Tabs can do, it really is profound.
Do you ever feel like you're backpedaling even though you're following the rules? You work long hours, tolerate your boss, you get an annual raise, and you try to save money and budget wherever you can.
Clearly, you're working the known system for financial success, but something is very wrong.
The rules are not working. The system has broken down.
You're barely making ends meet, let alone getting ahead.
And retirement? Forget it. You're living day by day. You want to build financial security and wealth, but it's just not happening.
So where exactly has playing by the rules gotten you?
If you can change your outlook, change some of your values, and change your rules, you'll find there's a whole other set of rules out there that are more conducive for people who want to be rich.
Financial expert, educator, successful investor, and best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki is about to give you the information you need to implement a realistic, achievable plan of building and growing wealth.
Kiyosaki is the New York Times best-selling author of, among other books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
To date, the series has sold 20 million plus copies worldwide. Today, Kiyosaki shares his revolutionary wisdom with you, just as his rich dad shared it with him.
It's information that can take you from working for money to your money working for you.
Information that can set you free.
The story of Rich Dad, Poor Dad is really a story of two different fathers with two different sets of values and completely different sets of advice. So I don't mean to insult anybody or, to damage your values, but really that was the difference. For example, my poor dad always said, go to school, get good grades, get a high-paying job, work hard, live below your means, save money, get out of debt, have a good retirement plan. And that was my poor dad's values. My rich dad said, you probably won't get rich doing that way because very few people get rich following that plan.
But you thought saving money made you money.
If you take a look at this 40-year run on the dollar is designed economically to lose money every single year. So why would you save something that loses money every year? And what this means for somebody on retirement plans is that after you retire, the value of your dollar goes down and your cost of living keeps going up. To my rich dad, that was bad advice and made no sense. Again, it was different values.
This goes against everything you've heard.
A very important diagram my rich dad showed me when I was a little boy was a diagram known as a cash flow quadrant. And the quadrant is made up of the 4 different people who make up the world of business. So my rich dad said, in the world of business, there's E's, and E's stand for employees. An employee, he says, you can always tell who they are by their core values. And what the employee, whether the president or the janitor of the company, will always say the same words. The words are, I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefits. That's what makes them an employee, because their core values are security. The other one of the 4 is the S, or the small business owner or the self-employed. And again, their core values will cause them to use the same words, which are, if you want it done right, do it by yourself. S means they're also solo. They're generally one-person act, or they operate by themselves. On the right side of the quadrant are the B's. And what Rich Dad said the B stood for was big business, or like Bill Gates. Forbes defines big business as 500 employees or more. And their words are different. They say, I'm looking for a good system, a good network, and the smartest people I know to help run my business. So they're unlike the S. They don't want to run the company by themselves. They want smart people to run their companies for them. And then the 4th of the quadrant is the I, and I stands for investor. These are people who have money work hard for them. These people are people who have people work hard for them. And these are the people that work hard for the rich here. So early on in my life, it was my poor dad who always said to me, you know, Robert, go to school and so you get a high-paying job. And so my poor dad's core value was to be an employee. He wanted job security, promotions, a steady paycheck, and all this. And so it was my rich dad who said to me, he says, you know, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you owned and something you could pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Whereas my poor dad said work hard, but my rich dad said, why would you work hard for something you'll never own and you can get fired from right away? Again, that was the difference in values. So my rich dad suggested I learn how to be a business owner and learn how to be an investor. And that's one of the big differences. On this side of the quadrant, these people here work for security. They work for money also. On this side over here, their key value that they want is they want freedom. They don't want to have to work at a job anymore. They don't want to have to work for the rest of their lives. So the beauty of building a business and learning how to invest is very simply that this is passive income. You work hard for a few years, but possibly for the rest of your life, income keeps flowing to you.
Of all the businesses out there, which type do you choose?
One of the reasons I consider a direct selling business a perfect business is very simply because the company will work with you to get the business skills that make you rich. Always remember that it's not money that makes you rich, it's business skills. And that's why it's a perfect business. They'll take as long as you like to get the skills to make the money. And that's a lifetime skill thing. The other part about it is the low startup cost. You know, where else can you get in for under $500 and get these skills? For people who want to make the shift over to the B quadrant, which is what I would recommend for people, one of the beauties of a network marketing company is that you can do that for a very low price. And that's why I talk to people about considering network marketing. If you're to build a Microsoft, it would take you hundreds of millions of dollars. But a network marketing company allows you to start at a very low rate. They'll be patient with you. They'll take their time to transition over here. And the reason why that time is so important to most people is it takes time to change those values. And the most important thing is once you take the time, let's say it takes 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever time it takes, once you see the value or the core values of this side and this side, you're unstoppable. Today, I would never go back and get a job. Why should I? I'd rather stay on this side, build companies, pay less taxes, and make more money. But the key is a person needs to change the values from my poor dad to the values of my rich dad. And that's one of the beauties of network marketing companies. They allow you the time, and at very low cost, they'll work with you to make that transition over there. The number one asset a person can build is build a business. That is the smartest thing you can do.
You've been told the corporate ladder is the surest route to your success.
Years ago, I decided not to follow the corporate ladder simply because, again, it was values. You know, my poor dad always said, go to school and get a high-paying job with the government or a big corporation. But my rich dad said, why would you work so hard at something you'll never own? You can't sell your job. You can't pass it on to your kids. So to me, it never made any sense. It made more sense to build my own business and hire other people. The other reason is that you really don't have much control if you're in the corporate ladder world. For example, you can get fired at any time, or today we have what's called M&As, or mergers and acquisitions, where another company buys another company. So you could be a great employee, but the company that buys your company just fires you.
Wait a minute. This sounds too good to be true. Like one of those get-rich-quick schemes.
It's not a get-rich-quick formula. You don't just do it overnight. It takes time. I still remember the first time I made that transition was back in 1978 when I fully quit my job and I had to depend upon my company that I was building to support me. So I understand the fear. The beauty, the most important thing to remember is this. There's two kinds of people in the world. There are the types that will say, you'll never make it. And there was I had a lot of people, a lot of friends and family saying that. You're stupid, don't do it. And the second type were the people that said, go for it, you can do it. Don't worry about it, we'll cover you. So the most important thing is support of friends and family. One of the beauties of a direct selling company is that they provide that personal support to you for as long as it takes you to make the journey from the left side to my rich dad side.
You always thought being self-employed was living the American dream.
One of the challenges of being self-employed is that you're your own boss. You're the solo act. Like in the S quadrant, you're the individual. You do it on your own. Whereas in the B quadrant, you're a team player. You have to depend upon your team and count on your team. So the problem with being an S is that, let's say you're in a traffic accident, there goes your income. And let's say you get older and you haven't set enough money aside to retire on, that means you'll probably have to work for the rest of your life because you don't have anybody else to fall back on, not a team to count on. So one of the problems with the S, although most people say it's the most satisfying of all work, it is a solo act and you're totally on your own. Personally, I'd rather be a member of a team. You know, they can count on me and I can count on them.
It sounds like a smart move, but change, it's so difficult.
We all know the world has changed, but sometimes the hardest thing to change is ourselves. And being an old guy, I sort of know the older I get, I sometimes get more set in my ways. And I think that's one of the things that a direct selling business offers people, why it's the perfect business. They allow you to take your time to make the mental, emotional, and physical changes required to move from the left side to the rich dad side. I think that's a big thing. It's a very gracious, it's a very elegant way, it's a patient way of supporting you in making the changes of your life. So please remember, change always creates upset, but sometimes we all know we have to make those changes. And if you know it's time for you to make that change, then the perfect business may be a direct selling business for you.
Direct selling. It is quite possibly the perfect business for you.
For more information, contact the person who gave you this video.
Hello and welcome to the Legacy Max Compensation Overview. In this video, you're going to learn how the Legacy Max Compensation Plan works and how you get paid. And there are actually 5 ways that you can get paid with Legacy Max. First, you have the ability to earn profits from sales made from your personal retail website. You can earn fast start bonuses from the personal sales that you make, a customer acquisition bonus program that pays you to infinity, a 2-team cycle bonus program, and a 25% matching bonus that is paid up to 4 generations. To qualify and start earning commissions, your first step is to become a Legacy Max associate. And to become a Legacy Max associate, simply purchase the associate package for just $29.95. And once you're a Legacy Max associate, you can purchase products at wholesale from your business website, and you can earn an income from retail sales that you make from your retail website. And as an associate, your first goal to be on the fast track to income is to become a diamond as quick as possible. And there are actually two ways that you can become a diamond. You can either work your way to diamond with a little sweat equity by acquiring retail customers, or you can simply do what most people do. Simply purchase a diamond package. And there are two diamond package choices for you to choose from. And the diamond package you choose will be determined by whether you drive a car, an SUV, a pickup, a motorcycle, a truck, or an RV. Real quickly, let's take a look at some of the facts about green fuel tabs. It's a green product that is registered with the EPA. It has over 1 million miles of measurable results. It has been used commercially for over 15 years. It reduces harmful fuel emissions by up to 75%. It's 100% safe for all vehicles and engines. It will not affect your current auto warranty in any way. It comes with $1 million of liability insurance. It most definitely enhances your vehicle performance. It's guaranteed to save you money at the pump. It's easy to use, and it's 100% safe to handle. Now let's take a look at exactly how green fuel tabs save you money. Now, you may be spending a little more or a little less for fuel, and we realize that the price of fuel only continues to go up. However, for this example, I'm going to use a very conservative number, and let's say the price of fuel over the next year averages $3.50 per gallon. And just so you know, Legacy Max has designed their diamond package with enough green fuel tabs to treat 1,300 gallons of fuel, since they know the average household purchases about 100 gallons of fuel per month. So a diamond package actually treats over 100 gallons of fuel per month for a full year. And as you can see, with a conservative 10% savings at the pump, your total savings is about $450. However, the truth is, many people are seeing 15% savings, 20% savings, and even 25% savings. So as you can see, the savings can really add up. Now, as I just mentioned, each diamond package gives you enough green fuel tabs to treat 1,300 gallons of fuel. So what does a diamond package cost? Just $299.95. And as you can see with this example, even with a conservative 10% savings, your savings cost is considerably more than the actual cost of a diamond package. And at 20% savings, you have saved more than double your investment of the product. Plus, you're helping the environment at the same time. And what's not to like about that? So whether or not you decide to earn an additional income with Legacy Max, this just makes sense. And oh, by the way, Legacy Max green fuel tabs come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. The simple fact is, you have absolutely nothing to lose. Okay, let's talk about how you can earn a very lucrative income by simply helping other people. To start with, as a diamond, you earn a $75 fast start bonus on the first 2 diamond package sales you make. And once you make your first 2 sales, congratulations are in order, because you just earned your first $150 and you just promoted yourself to double diamond. And as a double diamond, you're eligible to earn an additional $25 in customer acquisition bonuses for every new diamond sale within your double diamond code. So let's take a look at how this works. First, you now earn $100 for every new diamond package sale that you make, which really could add up if you decide to help a few people save money on something they buy anyway, right? And by simply helping one person a week, you make an extra $100 a week. Now, how simple is that? Now that you know how our Fast Start program works, let's take a look at something truly amazing. When Megan purchased her diamond package from you, you earned $100 because Megan is in your double diamond code. And Megan wants to become a double diamond just like you. And in order to do so, Megan needs to make 2 diamond sales just like you. And when she does, you just earn $50 more. And so far, you've earned an additional $150. Now, each of Megan's new diamonds also want to become double diamonds, just like Megan and just like you. And when they each make 2 new diamond package sales, you just earn an additional $100. And so far, you've earned $250. And this continues on through your 4th generation, your 5th generation, your 6th generation, your 7th generation. In fact, this process continues on and on to infinity. And so far, you've earned $3,250 just through 7 generations. And each time you personally make a new diamond sale, what you're actually doing is you're starting an additional stream of income, which we call multiple streams of income. So the question is, how many income streams would you like? 3? 4? How about 5? And what did you actually do? You simply helped a few people save money on something they're going to buy anyway, right? Now watch this. When you personally make just 5 diamond sales and have 20 diamond sales within your double diamond code, you just promoted yourself to triple diamond. And as a triple diamond, you'll earn an additional $10 in customer acquisition bonuses on every new diamond sale within your triple diamond code. And just like before, this process continues on through your 4th generation, your 5th generation, your 6th generation, your 7th generation, and on to infinity. And with just 7 generations within your triple diamond code, you have earned over $4,500. And listen to this, there are no limits on the number of streams of income that you can start. And it's up to you what pin level you would like to achieve, because each time you promote yourself, you give yourself a pay raise. At double diamond, you earn $25 to infinity. You earn $35 to infinity at triple diamond. At blue diamond, you earn $45 to infinity. And you earn $55 to infinity at the presidential diamond level. And oh, by the way, all this time, your residual income has been steadily growing in the background. We call it the Legacy Max Retirement Plan, because you also get paid a 2-team cycle bonus on all product sales on your left side and all product sales on your right side, which, by the way, is also paid daily. And as a diamond, you'll receive a 25% matching bonus on all the residual income for everyone you personally introduce and who joins your Legacy Max team. And just so you know, there are 10 more ways that you can get paid. You can earn car bonuses, house bonuses, leadership bonuses. There's founders pools and many other leadership pools and bonuses that you can qualify for. Now, I have a question for you. Do you know anyone who buys gas or diesel who would like to save money? Do you?